Polynomials and factorization. So first we need to understand what is a polynomial. Polynomial is nothing but an algebraic expression in which the variables involved have only non-negative integer powers is called a polynomial. For example, 5x square minus 2x minus 8. So here you can see that all the powers are positive. So a polynomial with positive non-negative integer powers is called as a polynomial. Polynomial can be classified into monomials, binomials, trinomials, and polynomials based on the number of terms it contains. Mono means you you need to understand this. Mono means 1. Okay. Binomial, bi means 2. Trinomial, tri means 3. Polynomials means more than 3. So here polynomials can be classified into monomials, binomials, trinomials, and polynomials based on the number of terms it contains. A polynomial with a single term is known as a monomial. For example, 2x. Right? A polynomial with 2 terms is called as a binomial. For example, 5x plus 2y. Right? A polynomial with 3 terms is a trinomial. For example, 3x square plus 5x minus 8. So it contains 1, 2, 3 terms. So in general, a polynomial may contain 2 or more than 2 terms. For example, you can take it as 5x plus 8x square minus 3x cube plus 7. Now, let us see what is the degree of the polynomial. Degree of the polynomial is the highest degree of its variable term. See, in this equation here, how many variables are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, what is the highest degree? Degree is 3. So that's why we call it as the highest number of a term is known as degree. So degree of a polynomial is the highest degree of its variable term. Degree of a constant term is considered as 0. Anyhow, are you able to see any degree here? No, right? So for a constant polynomial, the degree will be always 0. So the general form of a polynomial is, this is the general form of a polynomial, an x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 plus a2 x power n minus 2 plus so on plus a1x plus a0, where a0, a1, a2, so on, an are nothing but constants. These are nothing but what? Constants. And a power n, an is not equals to 0. So its degree is, what is the degree of this polynomial? Its degree is n, which is nothing but the highest degree of the polynomial. So this is a general form of the polynomial, an x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 plus a2 x power n minus 2 plus so on, a1 x plus a0. Right? Polynomials are again classified based on their degree. Right? Based on the degree, it is classified, that I already explained you. So for example, for degree of 2, if the equation is of degree 2, this is nothing but a quadratic polynomial. Okay. So monomial, the degree with 1 doesn't have any name. For if we are having the degree as 3, so this is nothing but your cubic polynomial. This is nothing but your cubic polynomial. So the next is, the topic is 0. So the 0 of the polynomial is the value of x at which p of x becomes 0. P of x becomes 0. For example, let us take 3x minus 5. So if you want to find out the 0 of this monomial, we take it as is equals to 0. X is equals to this minus 5. If I send that side, it will become plus 5. And this 3 is there, no? So x is equals to 5 by 3. Here x is equals to 5 by 3 is nothing but the 0 of the polynomial. Next, how you have to find the 0 of the polynomial. So to find the 0 of the polynomial, as I shown you, we equate the polynomial to 0 and solve for a particular variable. Let p of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and let a be any real number. If p of x is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. This is called as the remainder theorem. So what is the remainder theorem? Remainder theorem is nothing but, if p of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equals to 1. So the degree should be greater than or equals to 1. For example, p of x is equals to 4x cube plus 3x plus 8. Okay. So and let a be any real number. Then P of x is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a. Suppose if this is divided by x minus 1, then the remainder will nothing but P of 1. Okay, if it is divided by x minus 1, the remainder will be P of 1. This is nothing but your remainder theorem. Remainder theorem. So just you need to understand the equation. If the equation is in the form of is equals to 1 or more than 1, if the degree, and a is any real number and is divided, and this polynomial is divided by x minus a, then P of a will be the remainder of that polynomial. So that is nothing but your remainder theorem. If P of x is a polynomial of degree and greater than or equals to 1, and a is any real number, then x minus a is a factor of P of x. X minus a is a factor of P of x. So if P of a is equals to 0, this is one fact. Okay, and if x minus a is a factor of the polynomial, of P of x, right, then P of a is equals to 0, the converse of it. This we call it as a factor theorem. What is a factor theorem? If P of x is a polynomial of degree n greater than or equals to 1 and a is any real number, then x minus a is a factor of P of x if P of a is equals to 0, and also the converse of it. If x minus a is a factor of 0 of the polynomial P of x, then P of a is equals to 0. This we call it as a factor theorem. Okay, what we call it as a factor theorem. For example, let us see an example. Let P of x is equals to x square minus 5x plus 6, and P of 2 is equals to, what will be that? Substituting 2 in the place of x. So it will be 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. So 2 2s are 4 minus 5 2s are 10 plus 6. 6 plus 4 how much? 10. 10 minus 10 is equals to what? 0, right? So it means that x minus 2 is a factor of the P of x, right? Next, conversely, if P of x is equals to x square plus 7x plus 10 and x plus 2 is a factor, then P of minus 2 is equals to 0, right? So this is nothing but your factor theorem. Let us see algebraic identities. You must have learned few of them in the previous classes. Let us recall all of it. Okay, what is that? Algebraic identities. Algebraic identities, right? So the first one is x plus y whole square. What's the formula of a plus b? Similar, the same thing. So x square minus 2xy plus y square. Next, x minus y whole square. So your answer will be x square minus 2xy plus y square, right? X plus y into x minus y. X square minus y square. X plus a into x plus b. Here we are changing it, right? So that is nothing but x square minus a plus b of x plus ab, right? Next is x plus y plus z whole square. So this is nothing but x square plus a plus b of x plus ab. X plus y plus z whole square. It is equals to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Next is x plus y whole cube. So x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. Next, x minus y whole cube. X cube minus y cube minus 3xy into x minus y. Next, x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx is equals to x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So these are all algebraic identities: x plus y whole square, x minus y whole square, x plus y into x minus y, x plus a into x plus b, x plus y plus z whole square, x plus y whole cube, x minus y whole cube, x plus x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So these are the most important thing. These you are going to use everywhere in your during your studies. So always remember all these formulas. This is all important one. Okay, so in today's video we have learned about polynomials. Polynomial is nothing but a polynomial may contain two or more two terms, right? So polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the variables involved has only non-negative integer powers is called as a polynomial. We have learned about monomial, binomial, trinomial, quadratic equation, cubic polynomial, right? And we have learned how we have to calculate the zero of the polynomial, and also we have learned about remainder theorem, factor theorem, and algebraic identities. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.